Okay, hi everybody, it's me. Alright. Bleach, Thousand Year Blood War, Season 3, Episode 4, The Betrayer. Okay, let's get everything out in the open. Number one, if anyone actually thought what was going on with Uryuu is a surprise, guess what? It's not. Manga readers, they know what's going on with Uryuu. And anyone who's been watching this series, the final arc, the Thousand Year Blood War arc, point across every Quincy, or most Quincy's, that did not have the fortitude to survive Yuha's awakening had their powers removed. That means, which was mentioned in this episode to Ichigo, Yuha basically mentions to him, oh yeah, I killed your mother. Hello? Let's see. Who else had a Quincy mother? Oh, Uryuu did. So I just want to bring that out right off the bat. His betrayal, this betrayal thing, it's a load of bull. It's a load of bull. It's bull, bull, bull. We all should know why Uryuu is doing what he's doing. In fact, in his episode when he's fighting Ichigo, Hatswat's like this. He's staring at him. Duh! Because they don't trust him. So, sorry I'm going on that tangent here, but there are certain things with the final arc, with the anime, with the manga, with everything in between, that I personally think were mishandled. Now, the whole Uryuu thing, I don't have a mind to it. It's not a big deal for me. I'm just mentioning to it because it's true. This wasn't like hidden, decoded messages and we couldn't figure it out. Yeah, you can figure it out. It's pretty obvious. It's pretty obvious why Uryuu is doing what he's doing and why he's trying to get close to Yuha and the rest of the Sterners. Okay, moving on. The other elephant in the room, Yuha Bach. I'm going to be very blunt, and I've said this before in the reviews, and Setting McStab, thank you for commenting about agreeing with my opinion about it. He's too powerful. He really is. And listen, if they do what they did in the manga for the anime, it's not going to look good. Hopefully, more added scenes come in like they did in this episode, and they make it better. In this episode, the other foot falls, pretty much. Ichigo tries his best to stop Yuha. Uryuu gets involved. The other Stern Readers come. And we have fight ensue. Now, what's surprisingly of this whole situation is obviously Ichigo kind of treasures his friendship with Uryuu and he doesn't want to kill him. So he doesn't go all out. He could, but he doesn't. So it ends up being where the thing about it is this was added scenes. This was not in the manga. I can tell you right now. This fight with Uryuu. At least it wasn't to this extent. So that happens. The other Stern Readers are fighting. Oh God, Orihime, Chad, and oh God, that was ridiculous. Really? You're gonna? Oh, stop! Just stop! It's not happening. Orihime blocks one of the Stern Readers' attacks. They try to push them through sand. Ganju makes an explosion, makes a hole. Doesn't work out. They fly, they attack them. They're not dead. From my understanding, it was off screen. I don't think they're dead. But the main focus of this episode was Ichigo and Uryuu. Now, Yuha's fighting the arm from Ukitake, and we get some scenes with Urahara and everybody else. And he eventually defeats the arm, and he basically takes what we already know happens towards the end of the episode. He takes in the powers of the Soul King. And then he's got all this goopy goop crap on his face, and he's got all these eyes coming out. It's like, oh, God. But the main focus was Ichigo and Uryuu. Now, even Ichigo's telling him that's bullshit. That's not why you're doing this. And he was like, oh, I have my resolve. Uryuu gets a shot of his arrow onto Ichigo and creates a hole in him. It's not his chest or his stomach. It's on the side. It's a big hole. And Ichigo falls. This was not, I repeat, not in the manga. Basically, no. It wasn't in the manga. I think when the manga, something different happened. They fell or something. I'm not really sure. Also, Yoruichi kind of fell. She was attacked by the Stern Ritter with the hood on him. That's a whole different story. I'm not going to go into that. But Yuha got the power of the Soul King. Now, I do like the fight, but having Uryuu do what he did to prove to Haschwald and everyone else, oh, he's one of us now. Well, no, he's not. He's not. You think he is, but he isn't. Because if he really wanted to kill Ichigo, he would have aimed that arrow to Ichigo's chest, his head. No, he aimed it for his side. So then Ichigo falls. And that's pretty much what happened in the episode. Now, next one is Judgment. I forgot. Oh, excuse me. I forgot the full title. Punishable Judgment or something like that. The narrating of the ending of the closing for the preview for the next episode. Yeah, it's our old good friend. Hello, Darkness. Aizen Sasuke. So next week's episode is probably going to be about him. I don't know how. My whole point with this with Bleach right now, with the final, I do appreciate Studio Period and Kubo coming back, making this series. I really do appreciate it. The only thing I ask for Kubo and Period is this. You have got to make it better than the manga. If it's better than the manga and they make it good towards the climax, if the climax is better than the manga, it's a win. If it isn't, this does not look good. I'm just saying. Because you have to change some things. And they did change some things here. But when it concerns Yuha, some things need to just, oh, come on. Like, you gotta get something going on here. Because if we're going to go through the same trend that happened in the manga, a lot of people are going to be like, huh? What? Huh? Then they're going to scratch their heads. That's my concern. But as far as this episode's concerned, I did think it was good. I do give it, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Not 10 out of 10. Because still, like I said, he's not fooling anybody. Anyone who's fooled by what Uryuu is doing, you obviously have not been paying attention to this series. And you have not been paying attention to this anime. Because it's clear as day. Oh, because I'm a Quincy. Really? Uryuu, you're not fooling anyone here. You might be fooling those pig-headed Sternritter douchebags, stupid Haschwald and Valkyrie Diddly Do over there, and Mr. Sniper Man. I'm not telling their names. I don't give a shit. But you're not fooling the audience. If anyone actually thinks the reason why Uryuu has joined Yuha Bach is because he's a Quincy, I think you need to check that out. I think you need to go back and watch the first season of Thousand Year Blood War, and you really need to think about what happened when Yuha Bach awoke. Because he says it to Ichigo. Let's see. Ichigo's mother was a Quincy. Is Uryuu's mother a Quincy? I think so. It's not hard to figure out. And all that might be a spoiler and something. I'll put it in the title or what have you. But I'm just saying, those are my only two concerns. But even that being said, I need to illustrate this fact. Uryuu is listed as a main character. So including him in the whatever we're going to be doing with the climax of this series kind of makes sense, but it's got to make sense. You can't just come out of nowhere with Uryuu doing something and not explain it. It needs to be explained. We need to have some context. And if there's context and it's explained and we get the final product of the climax of this series, great. That's my only concern. But other than that, pretty good episode. You know it is. If he thinks that looks good, then he needs to check his eyes. All 10 of them. I think there's like 10 eyes on his face. I don't know. This is Bonkai. I'll see you guys later. Uryuu. No offense, but you're not fooling me. You can fool those guys, but not this guy. I'll see you guys later.